stressed or overeducated. Smile. Today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. You can't always have a good day, but you can always face a bad day with a good attitude. Owning your truth can be hard, but not nearly as hard as spending your life running away from it. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. A donkey loaded with gold will open the gates of any fortress. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Celebrate small victories and milestones because they pave the way for bigger achievements. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever is coming. The point of the argument is not to defeat each other, but to understand each other. Fake love is mighty convincing in a world where real love is mighty rare. Recognizing a problem is half the success in solving it. Perceive failure as a vulnerable teacher and a stepping stone to success. Embrace every opportunity, for regrets come from the chances we didn't take. No gains without pains. Don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it. I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living or get busy dying. Progress is impossible without change. Compromise is the best and cheapest lawyer. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place. Never fall in love with the same person twice, because the second time you fall in love with the memories, not the person. Some things are meant to cross your way, but are not meant to stay. Your direction is more important than your speed. Worrying only means you suffer twice. Be afraid, but do it anyway. Sometimes loneliness is the price you pay for growth. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take it and make it perfect. Never think twice about investments in yourself. They pay dividends for a long time. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. Sometimes which choice you make is not as important as making a choice and committing to it. Don't compare yourself to others because no one can play your role better than you. Whoever brings you the most peace should get the most time. Patience is power. You are who you are. Nobody's approval is needed. The harder your past was, the more beautiful your future will be. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. No relationship is worth damaging your mental health. Depend on yourself, never on others. Being too nice breaks you. Expect nothing, and you will never get disappointed. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. Putting off until tomorrow is your weakness. One day or day one, you decide. We are our choices. The past is just a story we tell ourselves. A salary is the drug they give you to forget your dreams. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It never gets easy, but it gets easier. If you need music on the beach, you're missing the point. We live longer when we are too busy living. The people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind. Keep breaking your heart until it opens. Remember when you wanted what you currently have. No expectations, no disappointments. One looking into a puddle sees dirt in it. The other, stars reflected in it. Begin, be bold, and venture to be wise. If each of us sweeps right under our feet, the whole world will be clean. An abnormal reaction to an abnormal situation is normal behavior. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. The first man gets the oyster. The second man gets the shell. An explained joke is no longer a joke. Never put off till tomorrow the fun you can have today. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Marrying is not at all difficult. It is difficult to be married. Pay attention to the negative signs that people give off and immediately disconnect from them. It will save you a lot of pain and, more importantly, wasted time. The only person who's ever going to remember your hard work is you. Not this company, not your boss, only you. It's not worth killing yourself over a company that'll replace you in 2 days if you're gone. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. Worst days give lessons. And best days give memories. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. No woman or man really knows what perfect love is until they have been married a quarter of a century. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. When talking to people, look them in the eye and on the face. This will make you more confident in front of others. Your self-respect has to be stronger than your feelings. Don't tell your friends that you're happy. Don't make them angry. Don't tell your enemies that you're unhappy. Don't make them happy. There never exists a relationship without self-interest. In short, every one of us, for sure, is selfish. Never expect too high. The more you expect when it doesn't meet your expectation, the more it's gonna hurt. If you are a giver, remember to learn your limits because the takers don't have any. Your deepest, darkest moment may be the best thing that ever happens to you. There is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. The most important thing we learn at school is the fact that the most important things can't be learned at school. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. Don't ruin your health in order to earn money. You will end up spending your money to recover your health. And that is not reciprocal. Sometimes you need to stop seeing the good in people and start seeing what they show you. Leave the house messy and the yard unmowed for the weekend. You will remember the fun, not the clean house or yard. Make time for fun. You'll learn nothing from life if you think you're right all the time. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. People only want to hear the good, not the bad. So, if you have issues, it'll be hard to find people to confide in. Time passes slowly when you follow it. It senses being followed. You spend your first 20 years worrying what people think about you. You spend your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. You spend the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. Stop letting other people take advantage of you Learn to say no and understand your rights. When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all. A happy marriage is a long conversation which always seems too short. Work on you for you. If you're not dating to marry, you're dating for heartbreak. Let that sink in and be in a serious relationship. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. Don't pretend to be better than you are. Live life at your own pace. Life is too short to waste time hating anyone. Envy is a waste of time. You already have all you need. Action is 10 times more valuable than reading and planning. Experience is the best teacher. You might regret your speech, but you'll never regret your silence. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. Do more. The race is won by the horse that outstrips its rivals by a head. Wisdom is not wisdom when it is derived from books alone. It is indeed very hard to move on, but once you do, you'll realize it was your best decision. Be the person you needed when you were younger. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Accept criticism, but never accept disrespect. You can't change the past, but can shape your future by learning from it. When you stop chasing the wrong things, the right ones catch up. Never awaken a woman's love with no intention of loving her. A lesson never ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Learn to say no. Be frugal. Eat only real food, no wheat, and limit carbs. If you don't clear your misunderstanding in time, they become the reason for distance forever. We are all the bad guy in someone's story. Never close your lips to those whom you have already opened your heart to. To be angry is to take revenge on oneself for the mistakes of others. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. Thinking that someone else can make you happy or unhappy is ridiculous. You can overcome bad habits only today, not tomorrow. To lead people, follow them. It is better to make approximately correct decision than to make a precise mistake. Respect yourself, because people can see if you don't. The more you know, the dumber you sound to stupid people. Don't let success go to your head. Don't let failure go to your heart. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. As long as you are alive, no obstacle is permanent. Many of the people you told your secret to have already told it to others. The walls you build to keep things out are also keeping things in. Learn to let go, even if you are right. Never make a promise you can't keep. Do not fear getting hurt. You can't grow if you don't hurt. Experience is the teacher of all things. The shortest distance between 2 points is often unbearable. Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error. How much money does it take to make a man happy? Just $1 more. Stay patient. The best things happen unexpectedly. Life is a one-time offer. Use it well. Be kind to people without allowing them to take advantage of your good nature. Efforts never go in vain. How others see you is not important. How you see yourself means everything. Never let others know your weaknesses. Instead, always try to show up your positives. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. It's better to be alone than in bad company. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. If you're not happy with yourself, you'll never be happy in a relationship. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. Men are moved by 2 levers only: fear and self-interest. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Just trust your instincts. Gut feelings can sometimes save you from big troubles. Stupid is the man who always remains the same. Learn first, teach later. The heaviest burden we carry is the weight of our expectations. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do. No one in this world will stand up for you like the way your parents do. Always be there for them. Being lonely and being alone are different things. Most people are a complete waste of time. Don't let people know too much about you. You don't get extra marks for putting up with people you dislike. You don't have to be great to start, but to become great, you just have to start. The world belongs to the patient. Time flies. One day you are 30, the next you are 50. Plan now for what you want 50 to look like. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. Knowledge isn't power until it is applied. Ask no questions, and you'll be told no lies. He who is satisfied with his lot is rich. Do not shake the green apple tree. When the apple is ripe, it will fall down by itself. Be equally indifferent to blame and praise. To lead an orchestra, you must turn your back on the crowd. He who builds on the people builds on the mud. Treat your parents as you would like your children to treat you. Work at your job and make a living. Work on yourself and make a fortune. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who fight battles we know nothing about. A good laugh and a long sleep are the two best cures for anything. Take your financial life seriously. Money is a defense to a lot of challenges. Being alone gives us an opportunity to reconnect with ourselves. Someone once told me the meaning of hell. On your last day on the earth, the person you became will meet the person you could have become. You train people how to treat you, unconsciously or not. Don't die until you're done. There's no point in being grown up if you can't act a little childish sometimes. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Striving for success without hard work is like trying to harvest where you haven't planted. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for your peace of mind. Life is often very ambiguous. Sometimes there isn't a right or wrong decision or choice. Things are not always completely clear. You may not get the answer, so you just have to wing it. To realize that you are not your thoughts is when you begin to awaken spiritually. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. Never go to the past, not for happiness, not for justification, not for excuses. The world is what it is. You are what you are. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Of all the liars in the world, sometimes the worst are our own fears. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. You don't have to burn books to destroy a culture. Just get people to stop reading them. Don't look back. You are not going that way. Practice self-compassion. We are all human, and everyone makes mistakes. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Make and keep friends with the people you want to emulate, not the people that you think will be most likely to accept you. The people you associate with will shape your future. Start saving your money. Don't spend it on homes you can't afford, fancy cars, and running your credit cards to the max. In the end, you'll be much happier. There are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. It's no use wasting time worrying what other people think about you. No one is thinking about you. The world is a tragedy to those who feel, but a comedy to those who think. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. There are only 3 events in a man's life: birth, life, and death. He is not conscious of being born. He dies in pain, and he forgets to live. Manage your mood, because if it does not obey, then it commands. In order to understand the world, one has to turn away from it on occasion. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. True love never has a happy ending, because there is no ending to true love. Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, but all are necessary for the full story. Take good care of your health. Without health, nothing will matter. No amount of money can bring you joy if you are suffering. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. What other people think of you is none of your business. It is not a lack of time. It is a lack of priority. Through discipline comes freedom. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Children learn by an adult's example, not by their words. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm. Whether relationally, socially, or physically, remove that person from your life. Life is far from over, but it's very short too. If you want to do something, don't delay. But don't sacrifice what you want for what you want right now. This is your world. Shape it, or someone else will. The best thing I ever did was stop telling people what's going on in my life. Be proud of how hard you are trying. At your lowest, you realize a lot. No one is too busy. It's only a matter of priorities. Never force, don't beg, and don't chase. Learn how to change a flat tire on your vehicle. If you don't value your time, neither will others. The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Don't put off important medical checkups. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. If nobody helps you, do it alone. Be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. If you don't ask, you don't get. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Life isn't fair, but it's still good. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Never take the responsibility that does not belong to you. Have firm boundaries and be discerning about who you let into your life. Buy real estate, land, anything you can afford. The less possessions you own, the happier and less burden you will have in your life. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson. Leave because you learned yours. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Be careful who you marry, and even more careful who you have kids with. Slow down and realize that mistakes are essential to learning anything. Get yourself together before you get any older. The older you are, the harder it is to change. No one cares except family. Nothing is actually as bad as it seems, or as great as you think it will be. It is good to be generous, benign, and magnanimous, but there's a limit, or you'll be taken for granted. Holding on to things will always make you more stressed. Things won't happen in a certain way just because you want them to happen that way. Learn from what people do, not from what they tell you. Don't react in anger immediately. Wait for it to subside. What's said or done in anger is irreversible. See people for who they are, not who you need them to be. Never jump to conclusions. Be discerning and let people show you their true colors. Never lend money because you might lend it to friends for a few days, but retrieve it from fools for years. Never share your problems with friends before finding a solution, no matter how challenging it is. Don't show your weaknesses. People will enjoy the show. Don't be weak in front of them. Listen to the people who tell you what you don't want to hear. Self-pity is dangerous. Stay away from it. Just because you are going through hell right now doesn't mean you will never smile again. Pain is purely temporary. The only constant in life is change. Embrace it, and you'll grow. Say please and thank you often. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Quietly work. Let success speak up. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. The days are long, the years are short. Heard this after I had my first kid. Couldn't be more true. The reason you want to be better than someone else is the reason why you aren't. No one raindrop thinks it causes the flood. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Words can be like x-rays if you use them properly. They'll go through anything. You read, and you're pierced. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Socializing is just like any skill. You need to practice before you're good at it. Tact is the knack of making a point without making an enemy. Just because you got away with a bad decision doesn't make it a good decision. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven. He who does not like loneliness does not like freedom. You are either part of the problem or part of the solution. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. In times of war, the law falls silent. Things are only impossible until they are not. No man becomes rich unless he enriches others. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. When in doubt, tell the truth. Graveyard is full of people who used to think that the world could not run without them. The moment poverty walks in through the door, love and peace toss themselves out of the window. A friend is a gift you give yourself. Things work out when you least expect them. Life has a funny way of surprising us when we're not looking for it. Anything you can settle with money is cheap. Men cheat because they don't feel needed. Women because they don't feel loved. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Don't make hopes. Hopes will create expectation, and expectation makes you weaker. No one cares except you. Do what lifts you up in your eyes. What people say does not matter. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. No regrets, just lessons. No worries, just acceptance. No expectations,